So I came up with this word a few years back called Eudemocracy. EU is true democracy, and that's the individual soul in the world that makes decisions. And when you make decisions, you have to live with them. So I feel like a better education society, and I'm not saying education as we know it today. I'm thinking of a different kind of education of the heart and the soul and the mind and the body to get people into areas that they're good at and they enjoy, and they provide services or goods for other people instead of being driven so much by the money god. In Eudemocracy, we honor philosophy of other philosophers like Diogenes and learn from that. I think some people think philosophy is in books that nobody can read, and some of it can be challenging, but anything that's in a book can also be translated to a video and explained in a simple way. Honestly, if the philosophy can't be explained in a simple way, it must not be a good philosophy. And without going into points of contention with other people, I will say that be very careful how you interpret some philosophy, because it can be dangerous. So I look at all the churches and all the steeples and all the people, and they're all learning moral codes of behavior to keep society running. But I went back before Christianity, before there was an idea of a Christ. And I think Socrates, he died for ethical reasons because he wasn't going to tell the people a lie. Back in those days, he's like, I'm not going to lie. These gods are things you make up. And so Eudemocracy lands on a platform of truth. If you're living a lie and you're trying to be happy, but it's not productive for the general people, or it's not good for the economy or the environment, and you think you're also successful, you're failing. You're failing the community. I won't say names, but I think a lot of people are tired of the corporations not having an ethics policy. So we call them on that at Eudemocracy. I do want voting to be formed from home computers, so you can keep up with the politics on your home computer, and also vote from your home computer and maybe even your phone. And if you don't have any of those things, you can go to the library and vote, because I want the more votes, the better. And the more educated, the better you're going to choose your politician, by the way. And I really do not mean the education system that's today at all. They're not doing anything but STEM, and they forget the blossom. The blossom is the philosophy and arts. The roots, or as Joseph Campbell said, follow your bliss. And then the leaves are the sports and physical fitness, because you got to have physical fitness to also be healthy. You got to exercise your body and mind. Joseph Campbell taught at Sarah Lawrence for 40 years, and he made a video about every fortnight he would take the student and talk to her. And he said, when you get that spark in the eye, because that's what you do, you find out it's magical when you find the thing you do best and what you enjoy doing. And I'm talking a changeover in a lot of ways. If we start doing this, it's going to be a different world. Of course, the United States is where it probably should start, but Europe and Rousseau, Emily. But you need to be exposed to different activities like gardening. You can have gardening at the schools and serve the eggs from the chickens. You can put it on the roof of the schools. There's room. My mom used to say, where there's a will, there's a way. Everyone in the United States can have access to swim team to make sure everybody knows how to swim. That puts us ahead of a lot of other countries already. Not to mention, well, yeah, and the agape